This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel Strat-O-Matic Baseball EXCEL Game of the Week.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the game of the week in the 78-81 season. We got Yankees Red Sox today, folks, from Fenway Park in Boston. We also have Ron Guidry and the Spaceman, Bill Lee. Oh boy, we're right into it, folks. The era, the rivalry, the whole 9 yards. Let's get into what's happened. Game 1, series opened up in Fenway. Guidry, Tiant. Guidry's 25-3 win of 78. Red Sox could care less about that. Opening inning. Jim Rice, one of 3 triple chances in the game, gets it. RBI triple, RBI single Evans, 2-zip. Then in the 3rd inning, Dwight Evans, 3-run bomb off of Guidry in Fenway. 5 relatively easy runs off of the best pitcher in 1978, Cy Young winner Guidry. Red Sox. You think the Red Sox care? They don't care. But things got ugly for the Red Sox in the middle innings off of Louis Tiant. A loss of control and composure. 3 walks, an error by Yastrzemski. 3 singles and 5 runs, and the game's tied. Then it continues into the 5th, an error by Fisk. A hit, a walk, another single, and it's a 6-5 game. Then in the 6th inning, 2 more singles, 2 more walks, 7-5 game. And Tiant finally has had enough. He'll leave. John Curtis comes out of the Boston bullpen, and yeah, it gets worse. A double, a walk single, and then Reggie. Who else? 3-run bomb. When it's all said and done, Reggie had another homer in the 9th. Nettles had a homer in the 9th. We had doubles by Rice and Stapleton in that kooky, crazy ballpark of Fenway. 14-9. Yankees beat the Red Sox in Game 1. So, can the Sox get a split at home? The answer is, you betcha, 4-3. Game 2, the Spaceman versus Tommy John. Neither pitcher figures into a decision because you have a solo homer with that guy, Reggie Jackson. RBI single by Fred Lynn. Solo homer, Willie Wilson. What? 2-run homer by Jim Rice. It's 3-2. RBI single, 3-3. This thing would go 10 innings. Dick Tidrow in the 10th inning could not register an out, and the Red Sox walk it off on the dreaded bases loaded. No, it's not a bases loaded walk. They loaded the bases with a 2-base error and 2 walks and an RBI single by Dave Stapleton. Boston evens the series 4-3. Let's go to Yankee Stadium for game number 3. Oh boy, folks. What a series. We have Bob Stanley in the rotation for the Sox against Easy Ed Figueroa, and it's not very easy. Top of the 1st inning, that guy Jim Rice again, 3-run homer. Then in the 2nd inning, Dwight Evans, 3-run double. It's quickly 6-whatever, nothing. But the Yankees do it a different way. Single, 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 walk, single, single, single. It's 6-2. 5th inning, walk, walk, single. 6th inning, an error on the Hobber, Butch Hobson. After a single and double play, Greg Nettles, 2-run homer to tie this thing. In the 8th inning, John Curtis comes out of the bullpen trying to bail out Bob Stanley. It doesn't work because who else but Reggie Jackson? It's a 2-run homer. 8-6, Dave Righetti gets the save. Tidrow, in relief of Figueroa, gets the win. Yankees up 2-1. They alternate. Let's go to Game 4. Can the Red Sox get a road win to even this thing? The answer is yes! It's Steve Ranko versus Larry Sorensen, the worst pitchers of each staff. So you're thinking this is going to be double digits. But it isn't. Top of the 2nd inning, a couple singles and an error by Larry Sorensen. And the Red Sox have a run. It stays that way till the 6th when Ranko finally breaks. Single, double walk, single. But Larry Bradford, a lefty southpaw out of the Sox bullpen, gets a timely double play with the bases loaded and 1 out. This game would go 11 innings. Stan Bonson goes 3 innings of relief, gives up a single and a walk. Randy Motif, a.k.a. Randy Moffett, gets a save. As they beat up Righetti, Righetti's line in 2 innings of relief. He's loaded the bases in both innings and put 8 men on base. 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. Must be a very young Righetti. Doesn't quite have the control yet. So the Red Sox get 2 runs in the top of the 11th. 3-1 win. We're all tied up. We're going back to Fenway Park in Boston for a Game 5. Oh my. What's up for grabs? What's at stake here today, folks? American League East standings at the present time. Well, the Yankees have a game lead on the Sox and a game lead on the Orioles, and the Blue Jays had a really bad year. So that's why the top 3 teams are slugging it out. You can have 2 wild card teams in a division. Yeah, you can. It's going to be hard, though. But yeah, that's what's happening in the American League East in this era. So, Game 5 starters. It'll be Guidry again after a day off. But it'll, instead of Tiant, since he did so badly last time around, this time it's going to be the Spaceman, Bill Lee versus Ron Guidry. A battle of lefties in a Game 5 from Fenway Park. Let's get started. It is Bill North leading off for the Yankees. 66, lines a second. Willie Wilson, 38 single. And he'll hold. Reggie Jackson, 410 left. And with 2 outs, it'll be Lou Piniella. 39 is a K. Leading off for the Sox, Tom Brookins, 54, center X. Wilson's a 1E6 in center field. Some familiar names on different teams. You know, you saw North and Wilson never played for the Yankees, and Brookins didn't play for the Red Sox. And that's the way it is. Fred Lynn, 210's a walk. Jim Rice, 56 is a K. And Dwight Evans, 47, single 1 of 7. He lines out. Top of 2. It'll be Munson, 3-6, bounce to short. Nettles, 1-7, grounds the second. And it's Jim Spencer, 57 is a K. Bottom of 2, Carlton Fisk, 5-10, Ks. Stapleton, 68 Ks. And Chicken Stanley now on the Red Sox after the Yankees put him on waivers. Oh boy. Chicken Stanley, 1-6, grounds to short. Top of the 3rd, it's Frank Tavares. 110 base hit, ace stealer. Kelleher's going to hit and run here. And he comes through with a 3 hit and run single. There are runners on the corners for Bill North. They're going to play it back here with nobody out. 3-6 is a base hit into right field. Kelleher will not challenge Mr. Dwight Evans. Stay put at second base. The Yankees have something going with 2 on, nobody out in the 3rd. Batter's Willie Wilson. 1-5 is a 6-4-3 double play. Wow, that's hard to do. Actually, Willie Wilson has double plays on his card against lefties and righties for the fastest guy in the league. You have a runner at 3rd after the double play and 2 outs, and it's Reggie. 2-7, let's take a look at Reggie's card. Oh boy, he loaded up on this one, folks. His 1980 card, 41 homers, and yeah, the only time Reggie ever hit 300 with 83 walks. However, 2-7 is homer on a 1, fly ball the rest, and he rolls the 19, and that's the rest. Bottom of the 3rd, it'll be Yastrzemski. 2-3, pops to first. Oster. 1-2, let's take a look at the Ron Oster card. Nice acquisition for Boston, prying him away from the Reds somehow, as Rick Burleson was a free agent, and the Red Sox did not have enough money for him, so they got Oster. Nice little switch hitter, can play second and short on a team that really needs flexibility in the middle infield with Dave Stapleton and Fred Stanley and Tom Brookins and Butch Hobson. They could use that. 1-2 is a double. The first hit off of Guidry. Louisiana Lightning. It'll be Tom Brookins. 65, short X. This is Tavares, a 340 shortstop. Makes the play, but it's a C. Vernon goes to third with 2 outs. And it'll be Freddie Lynn, 55, bouncer to short again. And the shortstop makes another play. Surprisingly, good defense for Frank Tavares. Another import. The Yankees are going to probably lead the league in imports. They just get guys nefariously. Top of the 4th. It'll be Lou Piniella, 52, pops to first. Thurman Munson, 58, double 1 to 6, base hit. Nettles, 68, base hit in the center. Munson will not challenge the Freddie Lynn arm. 2 on, 1 out for Jim Spencer against a lefty. 111 is a 4-6-3 double play. The spaceman gets out of that jam. Bottom of the 4th. Just 1 hit thus far for Guidry. Jim Rice is the batter. 48 is a walk. Dwight Evans, 2-5 is a base hit in the center field. Rice will hold at second. The Red Sox got it going in the 4th. 2 on, nobody out. It'll be Carlton Fisk. 66 is a swing and a miss. Dave Stapleton, 2-8. Let's take a look at the Dave Stapleton card of 1980. He really burst onto the scene for the Sox. Could play first, second, and third in the outfield, and he had 462 plate appearances with a .321 batting average. This is the ceiling, and he falls quickly to the floor throughout the decade. But anyway, they can enjoy 1980. 2-8 for Stapleton is base hit to left field. Rice, who's out in left? Piniella with a noodle 0 arm, but Rice will not get thrown out in the middle of this rally. So the base is loaded and 1 out. Fred Stanley, former Yankee, chance to beat his old team here. Infield's going to come up. Pitch to Fred Stanley. Maybe doing them a favor. 69 is second. Gets him out at the plate. They brought the infield up. And the bases are still loaded with a force out at the plate for Carl Yastrzemski. 5-11 off Guidry is a strikeout in the Red Sox. Have stranded 4 runners in the last couple innings. Stays 1-0. Into the 5th. Frank Tavares, 46. This guy's left. Mick Kelleher, 1-6. Grounds are short. And Bill North, 69. Sky's the center. The spaceman is up to the task of matching Guidry. Let's go to the 5th. First, pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right, the bottom of the 5th in Fenway of a 1-0 game. Now, we had a 1-1 game in Yankee Stadium in Game 4. And these two great offenses are just not getting on track. Ron Oster, 1-4. You saw the card earlier, folks. Hits it again with a base hit. And he has half of the Red Sox hits. Tom Brookins, 3-6. Brookins with a base hit in the center. He won't take on the Wilson arm, first and second. For Fred Lynn, 69 off of Guidry's a sky to right. The dangerous Jim Rice. 1-5, let's take a look at the 1978 Jim Rice card. My goodness, folks. 46 bombs, 15 triples, 25 doubles, 732 plate appearances, a .315 batting average. My goodness, folks, that's hit a mile into the night over the sit-go sign in left field, and the Red Sox have a 3-0 lead. It'll be Dwight Evans. 3-11 is the sky to center, and Fisk. 67 is a strikeout. 3-1 Boston thanks to their star left fielders. Blast. Into the 6th we go. The spaceman. Can he hold on to this lead? It'll be Willie Wilson. 4-4. Center X. This is Fred Lynn, a 1-6. And he makes the catch. Interesting that a couple years ago, Fred Lynn, his defense in center field was a 1 with a -3 arm E8. And a catcher, Fisk, was a 1 with a -3 arm but a very high E rating of E8. And now, in this situation. Fred Lynn's now got a 79 card where he's a 1 with a -2 arm E6. And Fisk has his 78 card, and he's a 1 with a -2 arm E6. Little weird coincidence between Fisk and Lynn there. Coinkadink. Reggie Jackson, 3 10s a walk. The tie run is Lou Piniella. 2-8 is a 5. 2-4, 2-3. Double play. The spaceman pumps his fist as he comes to the dugout in the bottom of the 6th inning. Guidry hung one to Rice, and that's the difference of the game. It'll be Dave Stapleton. 56 is a K. Chicken Stanley, 6'11", first X, but Spencer, excellent glove, a 1E12 at first. And with 2 outs, it'll be Yaz. 42 rolls it back to the mound. Let's go to the 7th. Series tied at 2. Red Sox win this game. They'll be tied with the Yankees in first place, with the Orioles just a half game back. Thurman Munson, 35, rolls to short. Greg Nettles, 3-6, skies to right, and with 2 outs, it's Spencer, 1-4, rolls to the mound. The spaceman's given up 4 singles in the middle innings. Another hit there, and that's been it. 3-1 game. That was the final in game 4. Can the Red Sox make it the final in game 5? Stretch time here in Fenway Park. We are listening, enjoying the Cars. 1978, right smack in the beginning of the timeline here. Their debut LP. My Best Friend's Girl, Just What I Needed, moving in stereo. Yeah. Great stuff by Boston's Cars. Bottom of the 7th inning, Guidry. Starter 8, no danger breaking. Ron Oster leads off. 46, double 1 to 9, gets it. Oster, 3 hits off of Guidry. Now Brookins, a B bunner. Gosh, I hate bunning. The guy from 2nd to 3rd. Despise it, but I'm going to do it. And it works. Got him over. So they get the sacrifice. You got an insurance run at 3rd with Freddie Lynn up. Infield's going to come up for Fred Lynn. 5-11 off Guidry is a strikeout, though. My goodness. And with 2 outs, the dangerous Jim Rice. There's no early place to put him. You got Dwight Evans and Fisk behind him. So he will battle Jim Rice. I hope for a better result than last time. 1-3, skies the center. 3-1 game. Can Boston tighten their defense up? No. They can't. So Bill Lee's a starter 7, but he is in no danger of breaking. They have Larry Bradford and Stan Bonson limbering up in the pen if necessary. The Yankees do have some speed coming up in this inning. An ace stealing Tavares, double A's North and Wilson. That's what they decided to acquire this season. But again, got a -2 arm catcher. You're down a couple runs. So here we are with Frank Tavares leading off in the 8th. 4 10s, a pop to 2nd. Mick Kelleher. 6-12, short X. This is Mr. Chicken Stanley at short. 3-18. And he makes the play. And with 2 outs, Bill North. 45, pops to 3rd base, Bill Lee. Bottom of the 8th, yeah, Guidry's going to continue. 1 mistake is all he's done. And Dwight Evans, 1-9's a walk. Fisk, 56 is a K. Staple gun, 1-3, short B, and with 2 outs, it'll be Fred Stanley. 2-8 is a base hit in the left. 2 on, 2 outs, and it'll be Yastrzemski. 4-11 off Guidry, left X, look out. Lou Piniella, not the greatest fielder, a 3-12 in left field, but he makes the catch on that exact combination. Well, buckle up, folks. It's been a really fun series. And we'll have a 9th inning. 3-1 was the final score in Game 4. Red Sox are hoping for the same thing here. In the 9th, Bill Lee's going to go back out there, folks, against Wilson, Reggie Jackson, Lou Piniella, and Munson. In the 9th, Bill Lee, the pitch to Willie Wilson. 37 is single 1 of 15, is a base hit. Now Wilson, with a 2-run lead, will take off for 2nd base. No reason to hold him on when they're up by 2. And that'll bring up Reggie. Saw his card earlier. Missed a home run chance. He is the tie run against Bill Lee. The pitch to Reggie. 2-9. It's going to be 1-1 base hit, and you got runners on the corners, and they're going to... Oh, boy. That's it. Lee can't stand it. Lee is just... Can't believe they're going to hook him. But yeah, you let him out there and be a little too long, maybe. 8 innings in the book for Bill Lee. They don't want this guy to lose the game. He puts the tying runners on the corners. You got Piniella and Munson, 2 righties, then the 2 lefties. So they're going to go... You have a choice of Moffitt or Bonson. I think you have to go Bonson here. He is the more reliable one. Stan Bonson in the 9th. Bonson actually had a nice year with the Expos in 80. 7-6, 3.07 ERA, and 91 innings. Expos had an outstanding pitching staff that year, particularly in the bullpen. The Elias Sosas and the Shatsetters and so forth. Anyway, Stan Bonson in the 9th. Runners on the corners. Lou Piniella, will he be summoned up, or do they go to the bench? On the bench, you do have Roy White here. It's almost like take the guy who hits into fewer double plays. So Roy White will bat for Lou Piniella in the 9th. As kind of a sideways move, but it's Roy White, 78, 269 hitter. Yeah, there's the Roy White card. Plenty of speed. Believe to get on base with a walk here. Push Reggie to second. By the way, Reggie as a trail runner is a 14, which is excellent. So Stan Bonson, the pitch to Roy White. 68 off the Bonson card is a single to right field. Reggie, however, will not take on the arm of Dwight Evans. So Wilson scores. Reggie, the tie run, stays at second with nobody out. And you've got Munson. First and second, nobody out for the Yankee captain. It would be kind of foolish to go to another lefty catcher, and all they have to do is bring in a lefty reliever, and then you got Nettles and Spencer, 3 straight lefties against a lefty reliever, so that's not going to happen. Munson's going to bat. He's going to swing away, too, in a 3-1 game. Don't like to go for a tie on the road. So Munson will swing away. Here's the pitch. 1-8 for Munson is a walk, and the Yankees have got it going on here in the 9th. The bases are loaded, and oh boy, I think you just got to go Bradford here, and the Boo Birds come down heavily on Bonson. Can't get anybody out, and they're asking Larry Bradford. He was a farmhand out of the Atlanta organization, 3-4 with a 2.45 ERA and 55 innings in 1980. They're asking him to come in with the bases loaded and nobody out and stop the threat and win the game. He's going to have a lefty Nettles, a lefty Spencer, and a righty Taveras to do it against. So here we are. In the 9th, Larry Bradford, Greg Nettles. Bases are loaded. You can bring the infield up and get a 1-2 or 3 or 4-2-3 double play. So they will do that. They're going to bring the infield up and hope Nettles can smack one to one of the infield defenders here. The pitch to Greg Nettles. 4-10 off of Bradford is third X, but who's at third? Oh, Brookins. Oh boy. Brookins at third is a 3E34. Yeah, you can get a 5-2-3 double play on this one. He's a 3, but you got to plug in the E rating here of 34 because of the parenthesis there. And here's the play at the plate, maybe. Oh, it's not. It's an error, and we got a tie game. And it's getting ugly in Fenway. An error by Tom Brookins. So the Yankees tie the game, and they also have the bases loaded with nobody out. And it's Jim Spencer. Well, we haven't looked at many cards yet. Let's take a look at the Jim Spencer card. Obviously, Bradford's going to stick around and pitch to him as he absolutely crushes homers against righties. This is the magnificent 79 card of Spencer. 23 homers in 295 at-bats, folks. Holy cow. So, bases loaded, nobody out, infield comes up. They can still try and get one of those double plays and keep the game tied. The pitch to Jim Spencer. 43 off of Bradford is left X. Jim Rice is a 3E4 in left field, so you roll, put a 7 up there, and it's a fly ball A, and that moves everybody up. At least it's not a single or an error, so that'll be a sac fly, scoring Roy White, who takes over in left field in the bottom of the inning. You got first and second and 1 out, and you got Frank Tavares and Kelleher. Not a big fan of going to a righty in this situation, as switch hitting Billy Smith could pinch hit, diffusing that. I'm not really scared of Tavares and Kelleher anyway. So, first and second after the sac fly. Bradford will continue against Frank Tavares. Here's the pitch. 2-9 is third B. So that makes it a fielder's choice. Puts runners on the corners with speed and 2 outs. You still have to hold Tavares is on. And you have Mick Kelleher as the batter. The pitch to Mick Kelleher. 2-12 is a pop to third. Not bad. So, yeah. He only gives up 4-3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Do you leave Guidry in to face Oster, who's 3 for 3 off of him, Brookins, and Lynn? I think he has to put a batter on before I take him out. So yeah, Guidry's going to start the 9th inning. He only won 25 games. So yeah, he's going to stick around. Defensively, Roy White's in left field where Piniella was, so everything's the same there. And it'll be Ron Oster asked to get on for the 4th time in this game, leading it off for Boston. 3-10 is a bouncer to short. Top of the lineup, Tom Brookins. Any chance of how many base runners does Guidry put on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Into the 9th inning. Nah, it's Guidry. We'll leave him in there. Particularly, I like to have a lefty-faced Freddie Lynn. So it's either going to be Guidry or Righetti. So it's Tom Brookins who made that error on the top of the inning. The pitch to Brookins. 6-10 off of Guidry is a bouncer to short. This is Tavares. He is a 3E40. This could have been a mistake. He could have put Kelleher over to short as a 2. They left the defense alone, and the 3E40 gives up a base hit on cue. Not to mention, Brookins is a B stealer. Has to be held on in a 4-3 game. And you have the dangerous Fred Lynn at the plate. Let's take a look at Fred Lynn's card of 1979. 39 home runs, 333 batting average. Probably better than 75 when he won the MVP. Maybe not. Probably, though. At least more homers here. Now Guidry can lose this thing. But if you want a guy to lose it, Guidry would be the guy, as he's probably better than most bullpens in all of baseball. Again, Righetti is excellent. Tidrow is okay. So Guidry will actually pitch to Fred Lynn here with the runner being held on. You could hit and run with Fred Lynn, but that seems ridiculous in my opinion. As he could walk this thing off and he will swing away. Freddie Lynn with a runner at first and 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Here is the pitch. 1-7 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Jim Rice, Ron Guidry. There's going to be a visit. We'll just put it that way. There's a visit at the mound here. Do you really want to bring in Dick Tidrow to face Jim Rice? The homers are about the same. By the way, Guidry gets a homer 1 of 6 on 4. Tidrow, the strongest righty they have, it's homer 1 of 3. So it doesn't matter too much. And Righetti, doesn't really matter. So no, Guidry's going to go for the CG here. He is going to stick around and face Jim Rice, asked to do everything for Boston today. A 3-run homer is Boston's offense. They need a 2-run homer to win it on a walk-off. Jim Rice, Yankees, Red Sox, bottom of the 9th, 4-3. Ron Guidry, Jim Rice, doesn't get much better. And here is the pitch. 2-7 is a K. Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. Gotta leave him in there in this era. My goodness. Not many better or as good as Mr. Guidry. in this timeline. And the Yankees come back down 3-1 in the ninth, and they extend their lead in the American League East. Well, seems pretty appropriate for the era, I think. So Bradford came in the ninth, faced, let's start with Bonson in the ninth. He came in and faced Roy White and then Munson. And he gave up a hit, a walk, and a run. Didn't get anybody out. And then Bradford came in to face Greg Nettles. Gave up an error and a sac fly, and the other guys just got out, so he didn't really give up much of anything. And the loss, you know what? It's going to be charged to Bonson, because we said we didn't want Billy to take a loss, and he doesn't. Takes a no decision. So Billy, 8 hits, 3 runs. We got unearned ones here, though. We had a bases loaded. Let's see. Roy White gets an RBI single, so that was earned. But then we get the error. Yeah, and for the sacrifice fly. So one of those was earned. And a walk and 2 strikeouts. I guess Bonson's run is unearned as well. So Guidry in his complete game. 9 hits and 3 runs. That blast in the 5th by Jim Rice. 3 walks, 11 strikeouts. He gets a complete game. 1009, 0109, 4939. 2-2, 311, 311, 2-2. In the Wild American League East. Game 5. Outstanding series. Let's take a look at the year-to-date numbers for the 2 teams. So, 2 years ago, the Red Sox won the World Series. Last year, Baltimore won the World Series. And now the Yankees, they have a 2-game lead in the American League East. Could they be the 3rd consecutive American League East team to win a World Series? That'd be pretty interesting. So, the Yankees are hitting .260 with a .353 ERA. Guidry's 5-2 with 4 complete games. Tommy John's 4-1. They're 9-3 as a combo. Larry Sorensen's 3-0. Nice job there. Reggie Martinez Jackson. Oh my goodness, folks. 14 home runs and 30 RBI in 23 games. He, George Brett, Mike Schmidt are all tearing it up in each of the leagues. Guys you hope would be tearing it up in each league. All with their 1980 or 81 cards. Reggie and Brett, their magnificent 80 cards, Schmidt's 81 card. And right now they're just tearing up the Strat-O-Matic League, which is making this league a whole lot of fun this year to see that happening. Boston's 12-11, hitting .267. That's too low. 4.30 ERA. That's about right. Bob Stanley's 4-0, by the way. It's a 3 spot. The Spaceman falls to 2-3. Well, I got no decision. He's 2-3. We do have Jim Rice with 10 homer and 25 RBI in 23 games, doing his part. We got Dave Stapleton. Talked about him in the game. He's 31 for 89. That's 348 for a 320 hitter. That's pretty good. Year to date now, it's been a hitter's era. 320 games in the league right now. Still hitting .277 with a 4.32 ERA. And we'll look at that standings again. There it is. So the Yankees, Baltimore goes and will flip into 2nd place. Game and a half behind the Yankees, Red Sox 2 back. In the Wild American League East and the Carryover League. Hope you're enjoying the game of the week in the 78-81 timeline. We'll see you next time.